Hey everybody, welcome to Broken to Beautifully Blended. This is day 3 of 90.
3 of 90.
And we have been with a lot of community today, which is what our Fridays typically are, with 5 kids. And band being a requirement in our house. We're at the stadium on most fall Fridays, surrounded by a bunch of community in the stands.
Yeah.
A lot of chaos beforehand, afterhand. So, what's your take on Friday nights?
Well, this was an especially busy one. So
Yeah.
it's homecoming, and so Jaden's back in town. She came home because she's gonna be on fall break. So she played in the alumni band, and then my dad, stepmom came over. And so then we had to have them here. We got them, and we're excited that they are going to spend a couple of nights. And then my mom came to the game. And so between the time that I got home and the time the game started at 7, we made 2 or 3 trips back and forth to the school and trying to get kids home from school and then back to school. And so it can be a bit chaotic at times.
Yeah, and at the game, there was a little bit of the blended family chaos as well, because it is Thomas's time to go to Oklahoma City. And so that the other family was here as well. And so there's just that dynamic as well. And then everybody is here visiting because it's homecoming weekend, and tomorrow is Old Settlers Day.
Yeah, so one of the great Americana type things is, small towns having parades and celebrating their history and community. And so it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see everybody at downtown, and another early morning.
It will be an early morning. Yeah. I don't love early mornings.
And you get to ride on a parade float.
I do. I get to sit on hay and throw candy.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. I haven't done that before.
Yeah, this will be the first time. Sadie, what are you doing? Be still. Lay
She
down.
says, there's so many people, Dad. It's just crazy.
Be still.
She is out of sorts a little bit because when Papa and Nana come to visit, they bring their 3 dogs, which is actually Pepper's, our other dog's mom and 2 sisters. And Sadie is quite a bit bigger than them, and they don't necessarily understand her like Pepper does, and so she wants to play, they don't want to play.
So the big takeaway from today, dealing with chaos, family visiting, kids going to blended family roles, extra animals in the house, lots of busy things on the weekend. Those kind of things can wreak havoc on your relationship.
Yeah.
Especially when you do them week in and week out and week in and week out. So you got to know sort of what the expectation is. So if you get involved or your kids are involved in extracurricular activities outside of school, you need to make sure that you're talking with your spouse about what the expectations are. Are we going to be helping all the time? Is it going to be something that takes extra time for the parents as well as the kids? And when you have at least communicated about what it is that is expected, then when things get heated and people are tired and people are stressed, the blow-ups don't come as frequently. Now, there will still be some. I mean, that's inevitable. But you need to be ready and deal with them as they come.
Yeah, and I think that we've done a pretty good job over the last few years of making it clear to our kids that even though they are not the center of our marriage, that we are going to be involved in what they're doing, because we want to make sure who it is that's influencing them and make sure that they're learning things that we want to impart to them.
Yeah. Yeah, there are times that our kids get really frustrated that we're at everything that they do. So we like to be involved with the organization.
Well, in saying that we're at everything that they do, we limit the things that they do. So band is a requirement in our house. And then as they've gotten older, the extracurricular things have been limited to one thing, and that is Meridian for the older ones and FFA for the two youngest.
Yeah, and some of them have done basketball, and there's been some sports in there, but, that's the thing. They got to pick and choose. If I want to do one, what do I want to do most? And it's just sort of gravitated towards showing animals and FFA, and then the older ones are working and going to school at
Technology Center.
Yeah, I was going to say trade school, but I mean it is, but it's more than that. So we're blessed in Oklahoma to have them, and so it's been a real gift for our kids. But anyway, chaos is going to happen. Try and manage it as best you can. And whenever things go crazy, just remember that the person who is stressed or whatever is not necessarily just mad at you. There's 10 other things that they're trying to think about. So keep it in mind.
Day 3.
Day 3.
It's done.
Yep.
87 more to go.
Yeah. So we'll see you tomorrow after the parade and after a day of watching football and hanging out with family. We'll see what comes up. But for now, we'll see you. You guys have a good night.